all got dreams that we gotta pursue. I mean, we all got dreams that we gotta believe in. I mean, we all got targets that we gotta achieve. So how can I rest when I got family to feed? I mean, with my intuition, I'll make wise decision. I'll navigate the chaos and avoid collision. Stick to the program and follow my vision. I'm just trying to keep it real. I got a legacy to build. It's
Yo,
real.
I do it for my brothers, do it for my future son. We were just on block life, but look what we become.
Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy HUN Tizzy and we're back again. This is the Golden Era UK Rap Podcast. Yeah. Can I get a round of applause? Hear the highest decibels, like man's all got, yeah, ole, all the way around Mexican wave thing. You understand, fam? To make sure, I say this all the time, but we have to make sure that the energy is correct. So when you're here, you know, like, yeah, we're about to do epic stuff, you get me? Yeah. Big up everyone at home. You know the due diligence, you know how we do. Big up Wagwan. And as you can see, Wagwan, we're running low. Wagwan, we're running low. Yeah, so you know what that means. Yeah, stock up. Okay, yeah. Big up No Invite. Big up Stashbox Studios. Big up Consume London. Big up Chancey TAW on the visuals, and big up No Invite. No, we bigged them up already. Big up Kofi's Kitchen. That's at Millmead. Yeah, you can get your food. Come down there, open all the way until 3 o'clock. You can't beat it. You get me jerk chicken, oxtail, proper. Hunt said so. 3 a.m.
Big, go on.
3 a.m. Trust me, man. Man's all looking at a plate of food after. Yeah. All right, safe. All right. So let's get to the point of the show, what we do. This is the Golden Era, and it's about people from the early 2000s, around them times. You understand? Because of the things that went on around them times. For me, like YouTube starting in 2005, or like Channel U 2003. Do you understand? /4. Like, there's so many things that's birthed from this time. You're someone that earlier in this series, I got to come on. And I fumbled. You know them ones like it didn't go correctly, but at the same time, we've got more added things. So it's only right that we get you to come back in and run the whole story again, because it's epic. I know where to lead you now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there might be things that you might have forgotten from the first time. So it's all good, fam. And we're going to get the freestyle at the end. But basically, yeah, you're someone I see as an enigma. The reason I say that is, like, I've said it to someone else as well, you know, like someone like Big French, one of my recent guests. You're so good, but like there's no, you see the works that you need to put. You've already sold it to me. I'm already bought, like, yeah, this guy's sick, but the works, there's not enough works for me to say, do you get what I'm saying, innit? Like,
you know, it is that the work rate is down to a lot of factors. Some of it's down to me not focusing on what I should be doing. Some of it's being lazy.
Yes.
Some of it's wrong decisions, bad judgment. It's a factor of a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as no issue. I don't feel no way about. I don't think this person should have rare or whatnot. Like, I just see it as life is life.
Yeah.
I would never stop making music because of anything like that. I still feel that I can go studio, put out music,
put music, and people are still going to listen.
Not in certain circles, what I used to think that I wanted to be at this part and be at this show and be signed by this and getting pushed by that. But as I've seen time go by and I've seen people that I know that are mixed up and involved in it, I'm kind of thankful that
You've kind of stayed there,
and I've kind of stayed on an underground tip. Not saying that I wouldn't have appreciated going any further, but the fact that I haven't, I'm not pressed about it, because what's for me is for me, will never pass me. So I just look at it. Maybe
timing.
I wasn't meant to.
Yeah, that's what the Arab
have
person
that
kind of
type
said.
of fame or success. Cause who knows? I could have been where some of my friends or some of the people that I know are, and I could have did something stupid and blew it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's all learning experiences, isn't it? Sometimes we get thrown into the deep end. These things are all like tests and lessons and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So if it never happened, it was probably never meant to happen, and there's probably something else or other things that was waiting in the pipeline for Do you understand?
Yeah.
For you to go on to do. But anyway, cuz like without us going off into some mad cosmic talk, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
CEL22.
CEL22, come on man, that's gotta get clapped. That's gotta get clapped.
Dubs.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, someone that I've seen about from like, yeah, from DVD times. I've been watching your stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying, fam? Like, been watching your stuff from way back when. Like, you're someone that I see as like like, yeah, you can do grime, but then I've heard you on the rap world. Do you understand? You're a very
Personally-
versatile kind of person.
Personally, I feel I'm probably one of the most versatile people that I know of. I try to jump on everything.
Like, yeah,
I try not to let one genre hold me down. I do try to spit on everything still.
well, let's paint a picture, cuz like, let's tell them a little bit about yourself. You know, like, where you coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah, where you coming from? Firstly, let's start there.
I'm from North London, Tottenham.
Tottenham and
Tottenham
that. But
boy.
is there a Pacific? Because I remember that's the next thing. I'm just going off of what I remember of you.
If we're gonna keep it a buck, I'm from Tiverton.
Tiverton and stuff.
That's where I grew up. But I've kind of been dotted all over Tottenham. I used to live across the road, Ferry Lane. I used to live White Hart Lane. I grew up with Meridian, around Selby, around there. Like, I've probably been everywhere. But my main stomping ground is Tiverton.
Okay.
That's my stomping ground still.
Okay, so that's where people and like, okay, so what years are we talking about? Like,
I was in Tiverton from the year 2000, you may as well say. Like, I used to be at it's my aunt that lives in Tiverton. I used to be there a lot, but I started living with her permanently, like when my mum fell sick.
Okay.
And she wasn't not that she wasn't capable to look after me. It wasn't suitable for me to be around my mum in the house that she was in. Like, she had a lot of episodes going on. She had a lot of personal stuff going on. So I kind of distanced myself from that household, and I ended up living with my dad's sister.
okay.
My dad's side of the family took me in, and I was kind of there since, and that's how I ended up living in Tiverton.
Okay.
Well, I'm not actually from. It's my aunt that is
Yeah,
from
but
around
you've
there.
probably
But
been there
my
long
aunt took
enough
me
for
on.
it to
My
like.
aunt took me in. Like, you know, you got that aunt that didn't have to take you in. That family member that didn't have to do shit for you, what they did. Bent over backwards for you. Yeah, my auntie Patsy did that for me still.
Nah, big her up, you get me.
Definitely.
So yeah, let's paint a picture. Like, what was your influences like?
My
musically.
I've been doing music for a long time. I first got into bashment through my mum. My mum played a lot of bashment. I grew up on Elephant Man, Capleton, Bounty Killer.
Yeah.
You know that rhythm, broke out. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the bashment dancehall
the
rhythms,
bashment,
like,
the 90s.
that's what I grew up
90s
listening to.
dancehall. Yeah.
I started having a love for rap through Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes, that
What?
woo-ha.
Woo-ha!
that
Got you
kinda-
all in
I
check.
knew about rap before that, but I wasn't like an avid fan of it.
Yeah.
That Busta Rhymes song made me
When is that though?
become
That's like some-
1995.
Okay.
1995.
Okay.
That's when I became proper interested in hip hop music.
You have to put that up, yeah. Is that right? As long as we can capture it and get me. Man don't want to be listening to it after
100%,
sale
man.
and there's like,
Yeah.
where's the volume? It's low. Like, we've got to make sure that shit is correct, fam. Even if we're stopping. You know them ones, it doesn't even matter. Like, this is so real life that we got to make
Mic
sure
check,
that it's
1,
correct.
2.
What are you saying? Is he coming, passing through neatly?
That all good?
Yeah.
That picking
So
me
rap.
up clear?
Yeah. So rap's like a big influence. What are you watching these times?
In 95, what them
yeah.
times?
Yeah.
It was
Yo MTV raps.
yeah and no. Whether I could get access to that. Like, we had cable, but to say that I was allowed to watch is a big
Cable,
statement.
yeah. I know what you're saying.
It's a big
yeah.
statement.
Man
So
had the
it
funny
was
box.
whether I
Man
was-
had the dodgy box.
You know, whether I could get the leeway. Cause them times I wasn't with my mum either. I was with my nan.
Yeah.
Like, my nan played a heavy part in growing me too. So before I lived at my aunt's, I was kind of with my nan a lot, and my nan's a 7-day Adventist, so
Okay, so
not
it's-
many
you
two
didn't-
things can go on.
Yeah,
in
you
her
don't
yard.
hate
Like, she
paying
hears
no
certain music, certain.
What are you talking
languages.
about? You're going mad.
Like, she's trying to lock that off. So I wouldn't say it was difficult. Them days, Missy Elliott was a big factor for me as well. Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes, Like obviously, I listened to the Mobb Deeps and whatnot, but that was
You can't.
kinda
That's yeah. They're too much though.
Them
That's
man, they were afterwards.
yeah.
Like the first things that got me into it was definitely Busta Rhymes, a little bit of Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
and what's that?
because
guy?
they would be
Skilo.
commercial. They're the
I wish I was
commercial.
a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah. I wish I was a
like,
little
seeing
bit
things like
taller.
that
I wish I
on
was a
TV.
boy. Like that can go
The
true.
deeper rap, I used to see it and I used to hear it, but I didn't relate to it
She
because I was a
keeps
little
on
man them
passing
times.
me
But
by
Busta Rhymes
all
and
that.
Missy, like they kind of got a bouncy vibe, so
Yeah.
I would resonate towards
Yeah,
that.
they can trick your parents basically.
Yeah,
They can trick like into
definitely.
making them think that it's some happy song. You know them ones
Especially
like some
Missy Elliott.
yeah some
Yeah.
work it. Like you're thinking it's some happy song, but really these times she's telling you some madness,
What's
fam.
that? What's it? Super Duper Fly. I
Yeah.
Can't Stand the Rain. That
I
album.
can't stand the rain.
That album
With the
did a lot
bag,
for me.
the black bag and all that, and the
Yeah.
purple like epic times. Yeah, Busta Rhymes, leader of the new schools and all of these things. You know
Yeah,
them ones?
that's
even
a
before.
old school.
That's before,
Not
innit?
many
That's
people know about that.
leader
crew
of
that
the
he's
new
in,
school.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
very
cold.
old school.
That was cold, fam. All right, cuz. So what would you say? Like, what got you into music?
What proper fully writing?
Yeah.
Going. Heat FM.
Heat
I was
FM.
writing my lyrics before that. Like when I heard Heartless Crew, Pay As You Go, Wiley, Maxwell Ranger, like those guys.
Before he was even
made me like, yeah.
before he, you see, what I was saying that's how you know it's golden era.
man,
From
they-
you're calling a man Maxwell, you're not
Maxwell
even.
Ranger,
It's
yeah.
everyone's thinking Maxwell. No, it's Maxwell. No, it's Maxwell Ranger, bro. That's how you know that man was there from
Maxwell
the.
Ranger, you know.
Yeah, so original names, Bakan.
Yeah, them man, they kind of made me have the urge. Cause I was writing, but I wasn't spitting. I was kind of too shy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Heartless Crew, I used to listen to them via my older brother, and I kind of used to spit their lyrics back, or the lyrics that my older brother would spit. Like I would take his lyrics, and I kind of started hearing Wiley and Maxwell Ranger and Play As You Go. I could differentiate.
What's this on Garage? More of a garagey sound, isn't it?
Tape packs. I don't know what radio station they were on, but it was tapes. Old school tapes. God's Gift used to be
God's
on these
Gift.
tapes.
Jeez, Play Galero and all them man there.
Like,
wow.
And I could tell, like, all right, Heartless were a vibes crew, but the Pay As You Go lot, they were spitting some type of bad boy lyrics.
So they were bad boy lyrics.
That kind of made me think,
bad boy lyrics.
I need to spit on this. I wanna do what these man are doing at this tempo. So when I started hearing them, I started going studio in Edgecote Grove. Heat FM was in Edgecote Grove.
Yeah.
I'd heard about it. I wasn't authorized to go over there or nothing.
You just heard about
I just
it.
heard that it was
like
there.
a man's just said, yeah, boom, that's
And
where
I knew that obviously I'm known on the road, so they're not gonna be rude to me. I knew at the least they're not gonna be rude to me.
Yeah.
If anything, they might tell me to just chill out.
Yeah.
And I can't touch the mic, but they're not gonna tell me to go or be rude. So
yeah.
I went over there and
just
what's his
decided
name?
one day, like, boom, man's going there.
Yep, I just went over there. I didn't know who was on the radio, but a man was DJing on the radio. It was Skepta.
What?
Skipper Daniel. Yeah, This time Skepta wasn't spitting. He was
not-
radio. He was on the DJ.
Was he DJ Skepta?
DJ? No, he was DJ Skepta, but man more called him Skipper Daniels.
What?
Skipper Daniels. It's an old.
What you say?
Not many
Skipper
people
who?
know about this old
Skipper
school
Daniels,
name
yeah,
that
no, what you mean?
Skepta has. Like when Skepta first came, I think. Who is Skipper? Like I think it's after the Karate Kid. I think his name's Daniel Son.
Daniel Son, yeah.
So I think like the crew that Skepta was in, I think they kind of called him Skipper Daniels after Daniel Son. I'm not really too sure of the meaning, but I thought that was his name.
Yeah,
You
you
get
thought
what
his
I'm saying?
name
I
was
used to hear
Daniel.
man
You're
say
Skipper.
in
Skipper,
lyrics
go on,
or
Skipper.
whatnot. I didn't know that his name was DJ Skepta, but when he saw that I was basically trying to spit,
So how did you get in the house?
I just knocked on the door and let myself in. Yeah, I just knocked on the door and let myself in.
Just knock the door. Obviously, someone
I
has
knew
to
it was
open the
them in
door.
there because
So
you could
yeah,
hear
that's what I'm
the
saying.
radio.
So
You
you've
could hear the
heard
music.
the music. So you're outside. It's coming from none of them. It's in there. So you've just gone there.
And Skepta's let me in.
Skepta's opened the door
Yeah, because he was DJing by himself.
and said, "What? What did he say? What going fam? Like, what did he say?
Did you want to spit? Like, we knew of each other, but I didn't talk to him how I talk to him now, them times.
Yeah,
Because I just knew that, oh, yeah, that's Junior. One of the older, I think he's a year or two older than man. So I knew that, yeah, that's one of the older lot from round White Hart Lane and whatnot.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was a DJ, whatnot. But
Yeah.
he welcomed me with open arms, let me come in. Didn't
he
have
might have
to.
thought you was like meant to be there or something. Or
Probably.
he thought you was booked or something. You know, like
Probably.
you know what I mean?
That, yeah. But
You
he just
thinking
let
you're
me
meant
in.
to be there or something, innit?
He let me in, didn't give me no headache or nothing. He let me spit.
What, he gave you the, what, you want to spit?
Yeah, he asked me.
He don't even know if you got bars though, guys.
Yeah, no, you know what? He saw me pull out my lyrics. And it was the way how I had written my lyrics. He said to me, one of the guys in his crew writes exactly the same way how I do. So that kind of got us talking. And then from then he's like, yeah, do you want to spit? And I was just trying to get my lyrics on point. Because I wasn't really spitting as well as I should have been. I was kind of learning new lyrics, not breathing properly and whatnot. But I was just trying to keep up with the tunes that he was playing. And, you know,
it's faster
from
tempo.
Then, that was my first ever time.
What, and that was on live radio and stuff, innit?
First ever time on live radio. First ever. Never been on radio before.
Wow.
So that was probably 2001, maybe 2000. I can't remember.
Heat FM exactly. And that. Boy, yeah, shout them out, boy.
Big up Heat FM, Chris J. The whole Heat FM gang.
So what did that do for you then? You know them ones, you know, like
that
people are hearing.
Gave me confidence to go back home and learn all the lyrics I had been writing and make sure I can come back and spit properly. I know that there was probably a few people who probably thought, who is that? Like, why is this guy on there? But I just used it like, all right, cool, I've been here once. Yeah. I'm gonna keep coming back.
I'm coming back, innit? Yeah, resident. I'm the resident MC. I'm coming back.
And at that same time, like, there was certain man that lived on the estate with me. I didn't actually know. Combination Crew had been slyly doing their thing as well. They had been writing their lyrics and whatnot. And when they
who's in the combination?
Wretch 32.
Okay.
Royston Caliber.
Okay.
P. Nero.
Okay.
And Metallic Mumbles.
Mumbles. Who's he now?
He's you might know him by Zion Richards. He is Wretch 32.
He's manager, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did used to spit.
So I'm saying, you know, when you got find man's past life, we find out all of the golden era unlocks everything, fam. So we find out all of these things.
They were making their crew. They were building up the combination. I think they were probably liaising with certain people to get on certain radio stations. And obviously, they live next door to my aunt. So when they heard that, that's Orion's cousin,
did they hear you
on the radio? So they kind of made their decision because I think they were looking for a fourth member.
Yeah.
When they heard that, okay, our next door neighbor who lives on the balcony is on, so they kind of went to my cousin like, yeah, like CEL might as well join us, whatnot, and it was kind of a wrap from that. It was a wrap from that, but we were all doing our thing. We just didn't. I didn't know that they were writing.
You didn't know.
They didn't know that I was writing. It's not until I just forced myself on the radio station that day. So if I didn't go radio station that day, I probably wouldn't have been in Combination Crew at the time.
Yeah. Because maybe later on. Maybe later on.
It would have been later on, but they wouldn't have known then.
Wow.
And I didn't even know that they spat at that time. So it was.
So they was impressed. Like, so they heard you and they was impressed and stuff.
Basically, yeah. I think they were looking for a fourth member at this time. Wretch hadn't started spitting yet, so it was just kind of four of us.
Okay, he wasn't even spitting.
Wretch was check it, that's a lie. Wretch was spitting, but nobody knew. It's one of them ones. Hidden. Nobody knew. I think what it was when we all first like heard Grime and the tempo and the way our son man was spitting on it, I think everybody wanted to and just started writing their lyrics
quietly, secretly.
Yeah, secretly. And then when they heard that, one man's on the bit like, we know him. That's CEL. Is he spitting there? Little does CEL know we're writing.
I've been writing my bars as well. Yeah.
So it kind of just gelled from that.
You know what I'm saying?
It kind of just gelled from that.
And you said, okay, so your name was CEL.
CEL22.
Okay, so that kind of leads to this question, which is your name meaning. Now, there's obviously people know, yeah, that's your name. But what does that mean? Because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, what am I going to tell you, cuz? That you was in CEL 22.
That's what most people.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's not from that. It's from
Is it
2002?
Is it alright?
I started taking spitting seriously in 2002 because I did used to spit before that, but I didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
And like Heat FM, radio, whatnot. I used to do a bit of graffiti as well. Like when I used to write my name. It was kind of 2000. It was not kind of. It was the year 2002. So I used to put CEL 2002, and then from that, it like the 22 just kind of stuck from that.
Yeah.
I think people saw that I had written CEL 22 about in the ends. My brethren kind of coined that name for me, car. We used to abbreviate each other's names, just on a little dickhead vibe, take the piss out of each other. But nobody could really abbreviate my name. And
Which
one day,
is
my name's Marcel.
Marcel,
Yeah.
innit? That's what I kind of worked
Like,
out
some of my
later
friends
on
used to
through.
say like, oh, Ma, but it didn't
That's
have
it.
the
It's
ring.
not got the proper.
And then one day, one of my brethrens come with the CEL, and it just had the ring, and it kind of stuck
Yeah.
from that.
Okay, rotted. So, Marcel, 2022. Do you understand? But man would never have thought of that, or even have thought that it could be that. Do you understand? I just saw it as like, yeah, he was in jail, he was in cell 22, and bam, that's it. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's always interesting and a good thing to kind of show people the path and see what, you understand what I'm saying? So, alright, cuz, inspirations, musically.
Rap
Yeah,
wise.
yeah, rap.
UK artists.
Yeah, preferably. We all take American.
Unknowingly, I think I would have to say that Skinny Man has kind of always unknowingly been an inspiration for me.
Why would you say that?
He's always spat at a level that was above the rest when nobody else wasn't really spitting that good. I think it's fair to say there was a time where, personally, my opinion, I think the only good people from North London that I used to hear was probably Skinny Man and YBM.
Okay.
Yeah,
YBM.
Youngblood Militia have always kind of been professional. Like, yeah, they always had clean cut lyrics on their tunes. They knew how to record, spit on the beats. Their CDs were proper printed.
Yeah.
And
They had videos.
Like, so when I came into it, I had a mixtape that I put out first, but it wasn't really professional.
Probably drawn, like some drawing.
Yeah,
like,
and it was on a copied CD. But when I saw what Youngblood were doing, it was kind of like, okay, you need to step it up, cause these youths, they got their team together.
And man can see them as well. They've
been established for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like they kind of inspired me like to do better with my promotion, my CD covers, things like that. Skinny Man was an inspiration to step the lyrics up. He's always kind of spat at a level that was like, wow, like, okay, you've been spitting kind of like that since the 90s. A lot of rappers have been out, but not many people were spitting like Skinny Man was spitting. So I think he's an unknown inspiration that,
like a
that has
teacher.
inspired me unknowingly, definitely.
But listen to this now, cuz. I'm going to hit them with a Who Said. In fact, I'm going to do two. I'm going to do a Who Said for the people at home, so I can chop that up and throw that out. I'm going to give you your one. So, taking the first one and know, do you understand? Cool. So this one is for the people at home. Lord knows we score goals like poor skulls. We all hold semi-autos, leave 4 holes in your clothes.
I know who this is now.
You worked it out. Don't even say it. Just save it. But like, how did you find out?
Hold on. How did I find out?
How have you worked out this magic?
I'm sure I was watching something. It might even have something to do with your pod. And the author of the bars came out and he was like, I should have known just by the Paul Scholes bit. He's from North London.
Yeah.
He's from North London. He's from North London. But yeah, I know
Cool,
who that
cool,
is now.
cool,
I know who that is.
cool. You lots at home, you know what I'm saying? Get on the job. Them lyrics are bad. So even if you didn't know them, go and find out who did that. You know them ones. All right, cool. Let's go to your one now. Where's your one? All right, cool. Where is it? What's going on, Hunt? There goes my line again. Fiends are downstairs waiting in the line again. I got plans to cop a BMW, but to get that, I'm gonna have to shot your BMW.
That's the tune with. I can tell what era this was, what stage, what frame of mind I was in. That was a tune. I think that's the tune "In the Rain" with Wretch.
Bap. Yep.
Yeah.
He's on point, gone. Who's it featuring?
Wretch 3-2.
Cool. You said everything that you needed to say
His
for
verse
that one.
is crazy on that.
Yeah.
His
But
verse is
you
very
spun
crazy.
it up in that. Cause a question that I normally ask the guest is school days, just in case. Obviously, we sometimes find out that when you went to that school, this person also went to that school. That person went to that school. Then we start finding out that, hold on, this school was a talented school.
I have a vendetta with school and my family. I might as well say this on camera. I went to Albany in Enfield, but I'm very disappointed with my family that they sent me to a school so far.
It's far, but they're probably trying to help you. It's probably trying to help you. Like your brethrens are going to that school and they seen your brethrens when you're partying with them outside and you don't even listen, fam. You know them ones.
It's way too far, man.
Send you quay. Go and get some new friends. Like, you understand what I'm saying, cuz?
I don't think it done me any good.
Didn't help.
No.
Wow. What issues did you face?
One of the biggest issues I faced was racism.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of racist kids.
They're not even knowing that you're going into them
the
fire like that.
You know what it is? When you're that young, you don't realize the racism and you don't understand it fully. You just know that there's people around there that don't like you.
Yeah.
As you get older, you realize like, yeah, that was some straight racist shit.
Yeah.
But obviously your family look at it, okay, they're just seeing it school, Enfield, predominantly white, must be a good school, not realizing that it's just as bad as any bad school in Haringey that you're thinking about. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
They should have just sent you there.
They should have just sent me there, but you live, you learn. My brother Styler, he's an MC.
Yeah.
There's a next youth, Blay. I don't know if you heard of Blay Vision.
Blay Vision, what's he doing?
Grime MC. He's a Grime MC. He used to be in Boy Better Know. He used to speak with Skepta and all them lot. He went to my school.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, my school was a quiet one. Not many music artists went there.
Yeah. All right. We'll shout them. What school was it called?
Albany. Enfield, EM3.
Yeah. Shout them out still. You get me? All right. So, cuz, someone that helped you along the way.
Musically?
Yeah. It's always about, we've got to big up the people that have tried to do little things. I'm going to have to big up
Joseph, innit?
Okay.
Skepta.
Okay.
Skepta's done a lot for me still.
Yeah.
Like, he's done a lot for me. If he didn't put me on Private Caller,
okay,
I think it's safe to say there's a community of people that wouldn't know me. Because there's a lot of people that know me from that.
From that song.
So
what would you say that's like a most known track, innit? Is that up there in there?
It is, you know. It is probably one of the tracks that most people know me by, but I don't really acknowledge that until people say it to me like, oh yeah, you're on that Private. Then I realize like a lot of people like this tune
that song
and they talk about it more than you want to acknowledge. It's one of the first songs that I ever done. Like I was around 18 or 19, so I'm not really too happy about, even though a lot of people like my lyrics on it, I feel that I've improved so much. So when people say that to me, it's kind of like, oh, that's some old stuff. But I've understood where if I didn't do that, some people wouldn't know me.
Wouldn't even know who you was
now. I have to show appreciation same way.
Okay.
Like enough respect to Skepta for doing that.
Oh, and he sent for you to come on.
He didn't have to, but I think he liked my lyric. He liked the lyric, so when he heard my lyric, he said to me like, yeah, you're going on this track. You have to go on this track, regardless.
No, that's a big track. I'm going to put that link. All right, so you see Wretch 3-2, CEL 2-2, Combination Camp. Like, cuz it only hit me to say,
I gave the explanation last time.
Break this down for man.
And I was hoping this time that I wouldn't have to, but and I'm gonna give the explanation. The reason why I was hoping that I didn't, because obviously Wretch is my dog.
Yeah, of course.
But I've realized there's no nice way that this can be said. Like I don't want man to think that I feel any type of bad feelings over it. There's no bad feelings whatsoever. But obviously the truth is the truth. Like we've got a similar name. I had the name first. I was in jail. My brethren wrote me when I was in jail and he's like, oh yeah, boom boom, started spitting and rare, but I wasn't sure who he was talking about. Then he said to me, oh yeah, Wretch, rare, this, that and the third, rare, and he said the name, and then I clocked, but then that's in the letter he said to me, oh, he's calling himself Wretch 3-2. Now, at the time, I never had an issue with it. I've never had an issue with it ever, but I've realized what's happening now is there's some people out there that obviously salute to Wretch same way. He's got a lot of fame right now, and there's some people that just don't know me. So they probably see it as, oh, is he copying Wretch? Is he a reborn Wretch and whatnot? Now I understand that. No, but I don't expect nobody to hold my hand. But the fact that there's some people out there that think that it's a case of where sometimes I have to set people straight, like, oh no, I didn't copy anyone's name.
Yeah.
I kind of had the name first, and obviously he's my dog.
But he has to have a reason why his name's free too. Or did he make it off of your name?
He's made it off of my name, without a doubt. Like, there's no debate on that. But I've never actually sat down and asked him what it was, because I just kind of took it as
Homage.
homage. I was kind of, to say that I would, if I was to say that I wasn't kind of flattered, that would be a lie. Like, I was kind of like happy, like, oh, man's inspired by me to you get me. Obviously, nobody could tell how big anybody was going to get, but at the same speed, it's difficult and it's jarring to have to keep correcting people all the time. If they're like, oh, you copied Wretch, and they probably think that because they don't see us together all the time. So they may think, oh, I haven't seen Wretch with CEL. Are they not friends or whatever? When we're just grown men doing our thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And at the same speed, I'm not expecting him to set things straight. It's not his job to be going around telling people, oh, I didn't, what's it called? CEL didn't copy me. No, it's not his job to do that. But what I would expect is, if you see me having to explain myself to people,
then you're gonna have to
you know,
say
like,
what
because at the same speed, it makes it easier for me. Cause I don't want people to think that, oh, I'm trying to copy you, or I got an issue with you or anything like that. When there's none of that. It's just we got similar names. We grew up on the same block. I was kind of doing my thing first. He came, done his thing afterwards. His name was either a tribute or a homage to mine. It was never an issue. It's still not an issue. It's just I don't really like having to explain things to people, because I don't want people to think that there's any bad blood. But it's easy for somebody to think there's bad blood, because I shouldn't have to explain that.
I put the picture up on the Instagram of me and you, he was one of the people that liked it. So
as I said, that is my brother from day one. So anything that people think or whatever, people that are not from my circle want to believe, I just let them believe it, because it's not a case, it's not a thing. If I was to say, oh, Wretch, can you come, this, that, he's going to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no bad blood, but at the same speed, I don't know how other people perceive it. If there's people out there that think, oh yeah, CEL22 copied Wretch, I'm not going to argue with them about it, because he's the bigger artist. It's just for them to do their research and find out, oh, it didn't go like that. He was here first, and you know, if I was to, it might look like I'm hating. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's not that.
Yeah, because it only, see, when you said that you was in that combination camp with him, it made me remember, oh yeah, you lots have got all of the tunes that you did on the rap thing.
Yeah, you know what? The only reason why combination,
but then that's when it hit me,
ain't really together no more. Cause obviously, Wretch kind of he branched out, and when he branched out, he started doing a lot more songs with the movement. So I think it kind of, I wouldn't say deteriorated, but it's one of those things, like when you see somebody doing their thing, you wish them the best, innit? I'm not going to say, oh, you shouldn't have left us or regardless. I've joined another crew as well that wasn't our original. I used to be in a crew with Frisco. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay,
like
what was
Frisco,
that called?
TMT. True say Frisco is a little older than man, but he is brethren with a couple of the older man from my block. So it was kind of a thing. When I left combination, I was kind of just rolling with Frisco, car. We're kind of all like family. Do you get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't.
You was in Are You Really Really From the End?
I was in that video. I wasn't on the song, but I was in that video.
Innit?
Yeah.
Huh? You was in that
I was
video.
In that video. Yeah. So it's like I've joined another crew. I didn't really.
Who was in that crew? The TMT.
TMT. Oh, it's just me, Frisco, Danny B, and another individual who I'm not going to mention because he's a bit of a pagan right now still. Yeah, I might slap him up when I see him. It's one of them ones, like, so I'm not even going to mention his name.
Okay. But you was in another crew though, man. Was it Discard? What was that?
No, that
was Grime as well.
That's combination. Anything around
okay, so it's all
that was combination crew.
But did you lots have clashes?
We had a lot of clashes.
Who with though?
To be honest, I had a lot of clashes on behalf of combination crew. Yeah, I had a lot of
to represent them, yeah.
I had a All in One, Mucky Wolfpack, Trim. Yeah.
That must have been a mad clash.
It was. That is the only clash I've lost.
He's a rude
that's
boy,
my guy still. Don't get it twisted. That is
he
my
was
guy.
heavy.
At first, we kind of did have a little bad blood when that clash come about. But what we come to find out, my cousin from Birmingham is kind of his people. So
Okay.
when my cousin realised that, oh, that's Trim's my guy and that's my cousin just squashed it. And we've kind of been cool since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is probably the only clash that I probably didn't come out on top. All my other clashes I've won.
Like, see the clashes them times, yeah. It's obviously, man could have a clash in you know what I mean? Cause not every clash is on radio or every clash is documented on a. You know what I mean?
There's plenty of clashes that go unheard of, that people don't really know about. But that was it was a learning curve. Yeah. Really, it was a learning curve.
What did he do? Like, how did he? Was he moving?
I kind of got caught. I got caught lacking. I wasn't expecting. I didn't start it. It just got misconstrued, and I was in a position. But obviously, I'm supposed to be a bad boy in it. So once I realised that I'm in that position, I just had to step up to the plate, win or lose. I couldn't be like, oh nah, that bar wasn't
yourself.
Yeah. There was none of that.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Even though what they thought it wasn't that. I didn't have no time to explain it. It was a thing of right, all right, cool. You do this bad boy thing. Them man, they think that it's not that, but you're a bad boy anyway, so it doesn't make sense explaining to them it's not that. Bring it on.
Moisten off your bad boyness, you know.
Trust me, sir. It was one of them ones where
on the rankings low.
I wouldn't, because of the way how that transpired, I wouldn't have won that clash like that. For me to go against Trim, I have to prepare. Yeah. He's not a dickhead MC. He's not one of those guys that you can just come with your universal lyrics and think that you're going to come out on top. Like, you kind of have to be prepared for him, because that's what he is. He's prepared. Like he's basically prepared for anybody that's gonna say something to him the wrong way. I wasn't in that mode. I kind of had lyrics for people, but not how he was. For me to be where he was, I had to go and prepare. But it's minor. You win some, you lose some. I took it on the chin. I've attempted to kind of have a rematch and a clash afterwards, but it never really got there, and it kind of fizzled out. Cause obviously he knows my cousin, and my cousin makes beats for him, and we just kind of became friends from that.
Yeah. What would you say is your biggest track?
My biggest track is a song. My personal favorite is a song called "How Many Times" that I made a few years ago. But a lot of people give me feedback on another track featuring a certain somebody still. What's it called?
You got to bury them ones like, I don't know.
He's cool. He's cool. You know
what I mean?
He's cool. Now check it. There's no bad blood. Scorcher's cool. He's all right. It's the tune with Scorcher. Like a lot of people give me a lot of feedback, but obviously he's kind of in like a little back and forth with one of my guys, so I'm not really involved. I'm just on the fence.
But I think that's the Grime kind of scene.
Yeah, I'm on the fence sitting back. But
Grime is
I don't
like,
want
say what you're
man
saying
to see it and think like, oh, what is he siding with Rare? Or I don't want a next man to see it and think, oh, what? Cause truthfully, I don't really care what man think, but I don't want to kind of push it like for man to think, oh yeah, he's definitely doing that. If man think, oh, it's this, that, and I know it's not that, then they can think that. But at the same
speed, man's a grown man now, you know, like man's into their 40s,
so I have to be
now.
real.
So
that tune, the
really
tune with Scorcher, I may sound rude. A lot of people like that song. Like when I'm on the street just doing my thing, it's called May Sound Rude.
May Sound Rude.
Yeah, so it's like a kind of grime hip hoppy type beat. Yeah. Like a lot of people like that tune. When I get asked about it. Probably last time I was asked about it, 2023. I was in Chancery Lane. I was in the Barclays Bank just trying to get some money out, and some guys behind me
randomly
started whistling my lyrics.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the music
and
does.
I'm thinking, I'm just trying to do the civilian thing like you, bro. I'm at work. Do you get what I'm saying?
Man's thinking, no.
Yeah, that was the last time that tune got mentioned. He was rapping my man's lyrics like, yeah, boom, 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 are you going to do a video? And I'm thinking, this tune is like 20 years old and you're asking me if I'm going to do a video.
I want to see that.
But it's like, it's what people like, what they like, innit? Yeah, man.
Oh, wait, listen to this, cuz, yeah? This is named Adlib. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this clip flowing around. It's normally, I give 3 Adlibs, and then obviously it's for the people at home. But if you hear one and you think, oh, I know that one, feel free, you know what I'm saying? But for the people at home, name the Adlib, yeah? I might say them wrong because it's Hunt Flow. It's always Hunt Flow. So, get me, don't take me too seriously. But the first one is, if you don't know this, actually, you need to know this one. Grease.
That Gigs?
Oh,
No?
Not gigs.
Say it again.
I don't even want you to get it because I'm happy with you just saying it was gigs.
Now you know what, Carl? A lot of people probably did Adlibs, but gigs kind of pioneered it,
Yeah,
where
he's like,
people
"Jeez."
recognized.
He's cheese.
You could say his Adlibs, and people, even if they didn't know who Gigs was,
Yeah.
they would know his Adlibs. So it's like he
Yeah.
was kind of saying quite a few things that
He had a couple of them, innit?
that caught on. I thought that Grease was one of them. Still, is it somebody connected to him?
Yeah, you've mentioned them already. That's how bad it is. You've even mentioned them, but it's cool. It's all right, man. Don't worry. Let the people at home sort it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, man, them. The next one is, you know what I'm saying? What else? No, I've said that already, man. Oh my God.
I don't recognize that.
No, forget that. I'm gonna give you this one. Hey. No? Ah, cool. Wait. People at home.
No disrespect to anybody. I probably know your bars more. If whoever that is, I probably know their bars more.
People at home. Alright, cuz, you know what, yeah? I had a scenario and my phone's just died, but I'm gonna wing it because I know you understand? So, cool. Alright, you're an artist. You're who you are now, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, let's take it back to them times when you, like, 2010, 2012, around them times, yeah? So you're a new artist with new decisions, yeah? The people that might have pissed you off that you don't like, there's no problem with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you get offered to do a freestyle, yeah? One of them's Behind Bars, Link Up TV, the other one's Grime Daily, yeah? Daily Duppy, and the other one's F64, yeah, SBTV. What freestyle are you gonna go and do?
My guy, Jamal Edwards, I'm gonna go on SBTV.
You're going straight there?
Yeah.
What's your reasoning behind that?
Because Jamal was checking for me when he didn't have to. He put me on his platform. I was one of the first people to go on SBTV.
Okay.
And the F64 whole, even though I've never done one, I've kind of always admired it because it's a moment for people to actually listen to what a man is saying in his whole 64, like 232 bars.
Yes, 232s.
Is pretty decent to get what you're saying across. If you can't make an impact from that, then I don't know. So it was a good segmented thing. That I like that. I did like that.
Okay. Yeah, cuz I'm in the middle of the thing. I'm going to be finished in 5-10 minutes. You can't do that, cuz. You can never do that again. Never do that again, cuz. Please, never do that again. Yeah, listen, I'm going to finish in 10 minutes. I've just said that, yeah. I'm in front of my client. You're going mad. You're actually going mad. Cuz, give me my 5-10 minutes. I'll be out of here. You'll never see me again. Cool. Cool. I'll be out in 10 minutes, fam. This is all on camera, you know. You're going mad, you know. See what you're saying now. You're going to have to answer to this in about 10 minutes. So cool.
Don't worry. You're good.
Cool, you're going to have to answer to this in about 10 minutes. I'm telling you. Mad.
Don't watch that.
These guys are fucking up my whole mental, fam. They're going mad. But cool, let me get back to what... I'm going to have to cut this shit out. Yeah, fam. Alright, so what we was talking about the F64?
F64, yeah, I would pick. No disrespect to Card. Check it. If Grime Daily said, "Oh, come and do the Daily Duppy," I'm coming. If Link Up said, "Come and do," I'm coming. But SBTV, rest in peace to Jamal. Like my loyalty's always gonna lie with him first. So if it was out of those three, I'm gonna pick the F64 first.
Yeah, no, definitely. That sounds good, man. All right, so what? You got your first performance, like reputable kind of performance, yeah? And it's two different settings. One is Rampage, yeah, Carnival, and the other one's a smaller stage at Wireless. Same day.
I got a lyric that says, "The only Wireless I know is holding control pad," so I think I'm gonna have to go with, what's the one?
Rampage.
Rampage. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to go with Rampage. Again, no disrespect to Wireless. If those guys come and said, "Yeah, CEL 2-2, we want," I'll be there faster than I can put that on the phone. But if it's between Rampage and them, I'm gonna probably pick Rampage, car. I'm more familiar with Rampage. There's times where I've been to Rampage and I'm not spitting. I'm just there in the crowd. Cheering them on. So yeah, it would be Rampage.
Okay.
Man.
All the people at home, obviously, you know them ones. You would have definitely made it. We're not even going to debate that and let them have that
100.
decision. But it's just like, do you think that was a good path? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, out of all of the opportunities that you could have taken, that probably was the best. Do you get me? But yeah, you know what? We're going to kind of round it off with what's new, what's next.
Nothing new at the moment. I'm trying to sort out my copyright for my music. I had a lot of music on streaming sites, and some of it I've had to take down because on top of me needing to prove that I've got permission to use certain songs, some songs I have proven that I've got permission, but other people have paid for leases. So the streaming sites are basically saying there's 2 people with these songs, even though you've proved this to us, that we need you to prove it again and things. Yeah. So I've taken down, some of my music has been taken down, and some of it I've taken down myself, because I don't see the point in like leaving a project up there where it's a 10-track project and they've taken down 3 songs of it, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna put it up all. I'm gonna take this down and put it up all again. I don't want bits and pieces of my music. At the moment, there's music online, but it's not anything new. It's all my old stuff.
Okay, but you're gonna get the stuff.
I'm working. I got about 2 or 3 projects that I'm working on at the moment. What I've decided to do, I'm gonna make sure that I pay for every single instrumental that I use. I'm gonna pay. So I've got a receipt for it. There's no noise. Cause even the ones that I have paid, other people have leased the same thing. So if 2 people have leased the same beat, they're taking it down. Then they're asking questions. Like, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare.
Nah, that's crazy, cuz. But yeah, man, hopefully you get the music out there, because there's a line of people that's still waiting for them, the old tunes. So if you got news, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to get the stuff out there. 100%. But I feel like this was like an epic conversation. We did the first one, it didn't work out. But this one, I know we've gone down. Do you understand? The stuff that I remember from then, we've brought it back up now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there's always opportunity to do part 2s, because that's just how it works. People always say, oh, more. You understand? I'd rather them want more than say it was too much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, cuz, yeah, man. Anything else you want to say or add to it?
The podcast that you're doing, it is a good look. It's a very good look. There's some people that I didn't even know were doing their thing. So it's insightful to see that a lot of people that I didn't really realize were doing their thing at the same time as man. They were doing their thing. Like, who did I see? What's his name? Justo.
Yeah.
I saw Justo's interview. I didn't even know that he done the music.
Yeah.
What? Since I've seen him on the podcast, and then I've seen him on your thing, it was like, okay, let me go and hear what he's saying. Like, you know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of old school spitters that I wasn't even aware of doing their thing. But that's another thing as well. Like, a lot of us were on the street. Some of us were actually on the street doing stuff. So sometimes the music didn't get pushed as it should have, because we were actually doing real life stuff. Yeah. Like, I think Justo might be one of those guys that were doing real life stuff. As to why I didn't know that he actually made music.
No, most definitely. Oh, well, cuz, you know what? This was an epic one. Thank you for even passing through and putting the stamp on the thing to say this is the place to come. This is the platform. You understand what I'm saying?
It is, 100%.
So, like, yeah, man. This is your boy HUN Tizzy with
CEL Dubs.
Okay.
CEL 22.
This is the Golden Era UK Rap Podcast. Until next week, blow.
Boom.
We all got dreams that we gotta pursue. I mean, we all got dreams that we gotta believe in. I mean, we all got targets that we gotta achieve. So how can I rest when I got family to feed? I mean, with my intuition, I'll make wise decision. I'll navigate the chaos and avoid collision. Stick to the program and follow my vision. I'm just trying to keep it real. I got a legacy to build. It's real.